Hey all, my name is Hashmat and today I'm gonna talk about the difference between abstract classes and interfaces in C Sharp. Okay, number one, abstract classes uh, can have only implementation for some of its members, but the interface cannot have implementation for any of its members. Okay, let's go to the Visual Studio and we're gonna see an example there. Okay, cool. I'm gonna add an abstract class, for example, public abstract class customer. Okay, and let me add a method public void, and for example, I'm gonna say print message, and we can have implementation for this method too. This is the abstract. If we go ahead and build a solution, so there's no compilation error. There's no compilation error, so build succeeded. Okay, cool. So, but if we have a method, for example, let me go ahead and copy and let me uh, public interface and iCustomer. Okay, and let me remove the X modifier. Okay, if we have an interface and I have a method with implementation right here. If we go ahead and build a solution, so we're gonna get the compilation error and says interface members cannot have a definition. So this is the interface, we cannot have definition here, but this is the abstract class, we can have implementation or definition here. Okay, so this is the first difference between interface and abstract class. Okay, so right here we just saw that abstract classes cannot have implementation for some of its members, but the interface cannot have implementation for any of its members. Okay, number two, interface cannot have fields, but abstract can have fields. What does it mean? Let's go and see that. Okay, so this is the abstract. I'm gonna add some fields. For example, integer ID and string name. If I go ahead and build a solution, so it works really fine. Build succeeded. There's no compilation error. So that's cool. But this interface, if I add some fields, string name, if I go ahead and build a solution, so it says interface cannot contain fields. Interface cannot contain fields. So we cannot have fields in interface. Okay, this is the second differences between interface and abstract class. Cool. Let's go to the next one. Okay, and an interface can inherit from another interface. Only n cannot inherit from an abstract class. But an abstract class can inherit from another abstract class or another interface. Okay, let's go ahead and see that. Okay, this is my interface. This is my interface. I'm gonna add another interface here. For example, public interface. For example, employees, and we can inherit from another interface, like customer, for example, right? But we are not able to inherit from abstract classes. For example, if I say customer and if I go ahead and build a solution, I'm gonna get the compilation error because the customer interface list is not an interface. They say this is not an interface, so we cannot inherit from an abstract class. Okay, but the right here abstract class can inherit from an interface. If I go ahead and inherit from this interface, if I go ahead and build a solution, so there's no compilation error, so build succeeded. Okay, cool. So let's go back there. So I just uh, so I just mentioned there an interface can inherit from another interface only and cannot inherit from abstract class. But an abstract can inherit from another abstract or another interface. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, number four, they just mentioned abstract class members can have X modifier, where interface members cannot have X. Oh, okay, let's go ahead and see that. Okay, for example, let me uncomment this, just my interface, and let me remove the implementation. Here you go. So if you go ahead and build a solution, build succeeded. Okay, but right here, this is my abstract, and it is allowed to have X modifier. Okay, but interface is not allowed to have X modifier. If I say public, so if I go ahead and build a solution, it says the modifier public is not valid for this item because an interface members cannot have X modifiers because it's by default it's public. Okay, and the next thing is interface member is public by default, and we just saw that interface member is public by default and cannot have X modifier, but abstract class members are private by default and can have X modifier. Yeah. So uh, mm, and right here interface member it's public by default, so we're not allowed to add the X modifier here, and abstract this is private by default, and we are allowed to add X modifier. Okay, cool. So these are all differences between abstract and interface, and that's it for today. Thank you so much for your participation. Bye bye.